What the freak is up, YouTube? You guys really seem to like the video I talked about how you're retarded and you deserve to be on disability because of how stupid you are. So I'm gonna talk about it again. To get the clicks, to go viral, to get the likes and all that. Like, I gotta satisfy my audience. That's the real reason. So basically, you're retarded and your life sucks, okay? Compare yourself to the richest person on the planet, at least in America. I don't know about Dubai or other countries, but literally, Elon Musk has $200 billion. How much money do you have? Not that much. You might even be in debt. So compared to him, you're disabled. And you deserve to be on disability. So all you have to do is institutionalize yourself, okay? Go to the hospital, get a mental health diagnosis, schizophrenia, bipolar, whatever, autism, come out of it. Oh shit, there's a squirrel here. If it attacks me, I'm gonna kick it. Okay, it ran away. It's scared of me. Why is it guerrilla warfaring me right now with all its hidden tactics? So, yeah. It helps if you have worked a little bit in the past, so if you make like 40K a year, or 60, versus 10K a year, you'll get more. So I would build up my work history first so that you can maximize your disability insurance. Now, what I will say is that once you get on disability, you do something like build a company, build a business. Okay, you might not want to in the beginning, but that should really be your main motivation. If your motivation is just to use the money for drugs and having fun, this advice isn't for you. This is for people who want to better themselves and do the things they want to do business-wise, by using the disability insurance. So why are they causing such a ruckus? This truck is just loud. But yeah, I'm at the fountain, the water fountain, the pond. But now a little bit about me, because this is a daily vlog. So if you came to click on the video for that part of the title, that's pretty much freaking it. You just gotta fight. You just gotta fight for your right to party. I ate strawberries yesterday, and I don't think my mom soaked them in vinegar or whatever you're supposed to soak them in to get rid of the bugs. And I think I might have eaten some worms, some parasites. Because this morning, it's 9 o'clock, I'm out here, but I couldn't get out of bed for some reason. I was glued to it. And I really want to make content for Lorenz. But it's just a constant rejection, because that's what I use my disability on, is is this project. You know, I buy like whatever I need to buy. I mean, I do all the work myself. I just spend money on like 3D printer supplies, or like buying shirts, samples, or like hosting fees, website hosting fees, just like business expenses. But most of the skills and talent come from me. And like, for example, right now I updated my website so that it reads more like a marketing for shirts. I really want to sell shirts. That's my goal, is to sell 1 million shirts and make $15 million profit. So I just need to sell 1 million shirts by making some sort of viral video, you know. And it really just starts with those kids over there. I just have to go up to them, smack them in the face, get it on video, get arrested, go viral, be like LorenzMotors.com, buy a shirt, I'll smack more kids. You know, something like that. Maybe not as violent, you know. Maybe a little bit, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to screw something in. I'm trying to screw something in my brain. It's coming. I just gotta process everything, and let's go to the gazebo. But yeah, you know, because your business is gonna fail. 95% of businesses fail. Statistically, if you're watching this, if you start a business, you try to make money, you're gonna fail. It's not gonna work. 95% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. So if you can get past 5 years, you're in the top 5%. And the way that you can cushion yourself to not fail is to make it a lifelong project where failure is success. Failure is part of the story. Especially with YouTube now, you can just document your progress. I love these turtles. You can document your progress, everything you do, every failure you have. You can document and get views off of. So for example, for me, the way I engineered my lifestyle is that, you know, I haven't tried this yet. I might try today. I want to. I don't know if I'm feeling up for it, but I want to. This is the plan, is go up to people, be like, hey, can I show you my flying car? Show them the 10K model, be like, it's for sale for 10K. Try to sell it. They agree or not, you know, whatever. But if they say no, I'll be like, well, you can still support by buying a shirt if you want. It's only $30. Go on my website, show them the website on their phone, add to cart, check out, order it, boom, sale. So it's all very mechanical for me, you know. That's my style. Cause I do all the back end stuff. I do all the front end, I do all the back end. So I'm just like, you know, people, gotta work on my people skills, I guess. Cause right now when I talk to someone, I'm just like, bro, I don't know. Before I talk to them, I feel like they're gonna be mean, and then after I introduce myself, they're usually very nice. You know, there's that hump, that activation energy that you always have to get over. And sometimes it's more than other times. But that activation energy, once you get over that hump, it's easy to talk to someone. Because people are generally, like, kind. You might get that mean person every once in a while, but that person is, there's something mentally and physically wrong with them. So, like, you can't take it personally. Because no healthy person is going to be mean to you, you know? Unless you piss them off and you come off, you know, badly, then they'll defend themselves. But generally speaking, if you're kind, you know, people are kind. Elon Musk said it's a real weakness to be liked, to want to be liked. And I feel like I have that weakness because I want to be liked, you know. I want people to enjoy my company. But I feel like he says that because he has, you know, he's the richest man on the planet. So he can literally, like, do whatever he wants, whether he's liked or not. So I feel like he has that strength about him. And not everybody does. Some of us are more weak than that, which is another reason why you belong on disability, because you don't have that strength. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm gonna drink my Wawa coffee. Whose car is this? I wonder if it's unlocked. Holy shit, this Tesla's unlocked, bro? Bro, there's even a Lorenz Motors drone car in here. That's the craziest thing ever, bro. Oh. Wawa coffee. You're probably wondering how I have this car. Lawsuit. I was R-worded by the Jehovah's Witnesses. And, yeah, I sued him for $500,000. So, you know, there's some truth to my disability. I think my brain's just in survival mode, and it finds ways, and I'm just sharing the secret with you, you know, like, if your brain can't, you know, come up with this idea by itself and it needs to hear it from someone else, it's not your idea, it's not original, so it might not work as well, because you're gonna rely on me for guidance. Is that loud? Sorry. But if this was already on your mind, like, maybe I should just stop worrying, especially if you're an entrepreneurial type, which I feel like we all are. We all want to do our own thing. Okay. Go on. Why'd you cut me off? Imagine that's how I talk to myself. You guys ever wonder if there's like a different part of you, like a different side of you, like an alter ego? You know, I feel like there's different parts to our brain that function and give advice. Like, there's the main speaking part, and then there's like the thinking part that comes up with all these like calculations and factual, you know, are you right, are you wrong? And then while we're talking, sometimes we slip up and say something that might not be true, or someone could find a fault in it. And if the math doesn't exactly line up, that thinking part of your brain just like interrupts you and like messes up your train of thought and like makes you second guess yourself. If that happens to you, you're disabled and you belong on disability. Especially if you're the entrepreneurial type, Um, and don't want to work for someone. If you hate authority, don't like bosses telling you what to do, giving you commands, you like to follow your own direction, especially if you got laid a lot in high school. If you just got girls, you follow your own direction and won games or were good at life. If you had a goal to like get a girlfriend and you got a girlfriend in high school and you did that multiple times with different girls, or if you're good at sports and you win at them, then more than likely you'll succeed in entrepreneurship. Even if it doesn't seem you're succeeding, you're still making an impact, and it's still a fun way to live. Because if you're working for someone, the only fun part about that is getting that paycheck, getting that $1,400 a week in the mail, or $1,200 or whatever deposited in your bank every week. Just $1,200. That's fun. But after a while, you start to wonder, like, say not even like what if it's 6 months out? You do the same thing for 6 months, you keep getting that paycheck then eventually you're like, all right, I've gotten so used to this paycheck. I've gotten so used to this like repetitive nature of, let me go outside real quick. I just wanted my Wawa coffee with me. I know I was going to end the video, but I found more to say. You get more into that repetitive nature of like getting that paycheck and doing the same thing over and over and over again. Eventually you're going to be like, I want a raise. I've been here for 6 months. I know all the skills. Maybe there's a new guy at work. He's getting the same pay as you because he's a beginner like you. But now you have some experience. So what do? You start to either complain to your boss that you want a raise, or you start looking at other companies, bigger companies that you can have a higher position in that pays more money. And then it's like, yeah, what if I want a house? Disability is not going to pay for that. You're right. It's not. It's not enough. Unless, of course, you made $100K a year or $40K a year or whatever and are able to pay, if disability gives you, I know someone who gets like $2,400 a month from disability. So he can pay for a mortgage or like a rental apartment. So it's definitely possible. It's just that this video is not for you if that's the case, and you want to live that way, and disability is not enough for your lifestyle. This is more for the people who see past like having a house. Maybe you live with your parents. Maybe you're younger and you're just like, I need to find a way to earn money without doing something other people want, because that's what really money's about. Money is usually a byproduct of persuading someone to give you it in return or exchange for something that you gave. It's kind of fucked up and doesn't abide by the laws of physics and the laws of nature at all. It's very synthetic, and it's like toxic. It's very not humane. Because when you're trading your time or your value for money, you usually expect a profit margin, right? But the laws of physics don't give a freaking dude like about your goals. It just cares about restoring the balance of equilibrium and abiding by the rules of entropy, abiding by the rules of Newton's first and second, third law of motion, and the first law of thermodynamics, which says that matter cannot be created nor destroyed, which means by definition, making money is not a thing. You can only convert money from one form of energy to another. So if you're a surveyor, right, which is what I applied to do because I want money, and basically your desire, your ability, your pursuit of making money is essentially you're waiving your right to have your dream come true in real life, because the person with the money is telling you what they want. They're controlling the outcome of the environment. They're telling the world, and they're telling... This is why politics and money are so related. And this is why people want to be politicians, because they want to be in control of the policies and, tell people, or, have their dreams come true. Everything's just a struggle for power. Unless you're a doctor or something and legitimately don't care. But at the same time, when you're a doctor, you're trading your dream away from healing someone else and making them live. So doctors, they really care about money. They don't care about their own dreams. But when you're an engineer like me and you have a vision in your head, say about flying cars, if you stop working on it, okay, you basically... If you stop working on it to work for someone else in exchange for money, you're basically telling the universe, telling society, telling the world, screw my dream. This guy's dream, this guy's vision for the earth is better than mine. Does that make sense or no? I can find faults in that argument, but I feel like that's generally the idea. Is that, yeah. Anyways, this video is getting long, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like, comment down below your thoughts. Do you agree or disagree? I'll show you the turtle one last time. Alright, see you guys.